Youth on Their Own 2020 Fall Event. Family sticks together. We're so glad you could join us on this special day.
Hello and welcome. We're here at Youth on Their Own for YOTO's virtual fall event. I'm Elizabeth Slater, YOTO's CEO, and I'll be one of your hosts today.
And I'm your other host. Hi, I'm Jesus Valenzuela, and I'm a YOTO alumni. I graduated from Desert View High School back in 2016. Thanks to supporters like yourself. Thank you so much for being here today.
So today's event's going to be a little bit different. It's virtual, which means we can't greet you in person. But the good news is we're going to be able to show you so much more about the YOTO program. You'll hear from several YOTO students today, and we have some fun activities planned, including the drawing for our $5,000 travel raffle and a very, very big surprise announcement at the end of the program. So we hope you'll stay with us for all the excitement.
Okay, first things first, you need to know how to have fun during today's event. If you purchased an event ticket, you received an activity kit delivered to your home yesterday. Let's take a look at what's inside. Thank you so much to our donors who contributed to these amazing donations. The women of Quail Creek sewed these amazing masks for us today. Thanks to Automotive Gold and Vantage West for donating items as well. If you're watching along at home, make sure that you have your activity kit handy because we're going to ask for you to use it later.
And of course, in addition to having fun, this event is actually about raising money for YOTO students. So we're excited to let you know that we have a $10,000 match today, which means every donation we receive during this event will be matched dollar for dollar up to $10,000. That's amazing. Please make your donation at yoto.org, and our staff are going to be tracking the donations in real time during the event. Everyone who makes a gift today is going to be entered into a drawing for some special little gift baskets we have that we'll tell you about later during the event.
Hey Elizabeth, let's eat.
Yeah.
For all of you at home who purchased a ticket and are enjoying lunch with us today, you'll be enjoying some delicious tamales, chips, salsa, beans, rice, dessert from El Charro. Check out this quick video about how to reheat and enjoy your food.
Hello, my Youth on Their Own friends, family, and supporters. My name is Sean Denlinger. I'm the Vice President, Senior Loan Officer at Nova Home Loans, and I'm also on the Board of Directors for Youth on Their Own. I am the incoming president for next year. Today, we're going to go over an unboxing of Youth on Their Own mega supporter and alumni himself, Gary Hickey's Charo Vida tamale box. So you're going to get your tamales, you're going to get a bag of chips, you're going to get a word I just learned today, panuelos, you're going to get Sonoran red rice, and you're going to get charro beans. In addition, you'll have a couple of salsas, a green and a red, and then a caramel sauce for your buñuelos. So here I've got 3 of each tamale, and I've got a pot with, I boiled the water, and then I brought it to a medium. So you take the lid off, and I've got a little, I don't know what you call that. It's a little steam pot, it's a steam dish. I don't know the proper word for it. But yeah, I'm just gonna pop these in there. You do not put them straight in the water. And you can see the steam already coming off them. And then I'm gonna pop the lid right back on there. And then you're just going to let them cook. Again, it's going to depend on how frozen they are. So it can take 2 to 3 minutes if they're completely thawed out. It can take up to 30 minutes if they're rock solid frozen. So we're going to check on these every couple of minutes to see where they're at. And then once one is done and ready, we'll cut into them and give you an idea of what they should look like. While your tamales are cooking in your steam pot there, you could empty your beans into a small pot and just put it over medium heat and let it come up to temperature. They say bring it to a temperature of 165, but until they're hot, cook until they're hot. And then I've got just a regular saute pan here, and I'm gonna pop this rice in it. The rice is gonna tell you to steam it on the directions for an hour. I would just pop it in a pan over a medium heat again. It's already cooked, so you're not trying to get it too hot, and warm it up. Put it in there, give it a little stir. You may want, if you've got some kind of chicken stock or something on hand, some people carry that, maybe add a little bit to it. You can add a little bit of water, you can add a little bit of olive oil, add something in there to moisten it up if it gets too dry. But you really just want to cook it until it's hot. This food's already cooked, you're just reheating it. You definitely want to give your beans a stir from time to time. They're going to come frozen. They take a little longer to thaw out. And again, you just want to cook them until they're hot, and they're going to reheat pretty fast. We've got rice sizzling now. So I'm just going to go in there, give it a little stir. If need be, take the heat down a little bit. Again, you don't want to dry out your rice. And you want to kind of time it with your tamales, because the tamales are only going to take, the rice and the beans are only going to take a few minutes. The tamales are going to take a while. So if the tamales are thawed out, they're going to take 2 or 3 minutes, do it right away. If the tamales are frozen, wait until they're in there for a good 15 minutes or so, or until they're getting a little more moist after you've checked on them a couple of times, and then throw your rice and your beans in the pan. So these tamales were about 3/4 the way to thawed out, and I think they only took about 10 minutes. So they'll cook pretty quickly once you put them in that steam pot. You really can't see the steam working, but it's there. So take the lid off. I'll pop this one right on top out. We'll kind of get an idea of what the texture needs to look like. Nice and hot. You see that steam? Roll it out. And nice and hot. Should be hot all the way through. So there is one other method to cooking them. If you don't want to break out your pots and you don't want to dirty a bunch of dishes, you can cook them one by one in the microwave. I would recommend letting those tamales thaw out before you put them in the microwave. One trick that some people do use in the microwave is wrapping each tamale in a damp napkin and popping them in the microwave. Probably about a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, time it out. But here you go. These are charras, tamales, salsas, beans, rice, and chips. I hope you guys enjoy this food, enjoy your Youth on Their Own event, and we'll see you next time.
That all looks so good. Thank you so much, and I hope y'all enjoy your lunch today.
Me too. And Jesus, people are so excited. Check out some of these pictures of people receiving their activity kits and their food delivered at their home. And for those of you who didn't purchase tickets, not to worry. There's going to be lots of ways for you to have fun with us today too.
So I know the real reason why everybody's here today, and that's to support YOTO students experiencing homelessness and are still striving during this pandemic to stay in school and graduate. So let's hear from one of those students now.
My name is Alfred Swen. I graduated from Arizona College Prep Academy in 2019, and I joined YOTO in 2016. The challenges that I had while being on my own was I registered for school, but because I didn't have much of my documents, it was impossible. But then I found out that an organization called Youth on Their Own helped clarify that students who are on their own should be able to go to school without any problems. And with them, I was able to register for school, and then I also became a part of the program. Oftentimes I felt alone, and then whenever I felt alone, I kind of like hid away and put myself in like a dark hole. But you know, being able to have that help and support from Youth on Their Own definitely helped. With the bill assistance that YOTO provides, I was able to request for help with my phone bills and then also for rent. And that's a big thing for me because I, struggle to work a lot of hours because I'm also doing school, and so I'm not able to make ends meet. And so when I'm not able to, I can ask for help, and YOTO is ready to help me with the bills that I need. Being able to have a program coordinator through YOTO really established a relationship with me and another person, which made me feel comfortable with, needed to apply for school and scholarships like that, and I felt like I was lost. I was able to ask for my program coordinator to come into my school and actually help me with applications and things like that. For other students in my situation, I would just help you guys understand that you guys are not alone, and there's definitely organizations out there like Youth on Their Own that are willing to help you, and you just have to be willing to work hard for it, and that's something that I feel like we are all capable of doing. And if you keep your mind right and you stay positive, I know during this tough times, like especially with COVID, it's really hard to stay positive, but it's a good thing to do, and it'll get you to the end goal that you want to. And especially if you want to succeed, you can always ask YOTO for help, and they'll provide you with the help you need. Thank you all the YOTO supporters for everything you guys do and all the donations that you guys make to us and other YOTO students. We really appreciate it, and thank you.
That story is what it's all about, and every donation you make to YOTO supports our students. In fact, did you know that YOTO qualifies for the Arizona Charitable Tax Credit, which means that you can make a donation to YOTO essentially at no cost to you through this tax credit.
You mean like a deduction?
Not really a deduction, it's actually a credit. Essentially, it's $400 for individuals and $800 for couples filing jointly on their Arizona state taxes.
So it's like donating for free?
Essentially, yes. And someone's individual tax credit of $400 can help support one YOTO student's basic needs for 2 months. Remember, if you make a donation today, your donation will be doubled through a very generous match. So go on over to YOTO.org and make your gift.
Speaking of generous supporters, did you hear that Tucson Subaru has selected YOTO as the beneficiary for the Share the Love event again this year? We are so grateful for Rocky, Mike, John, and all of our friends at Tucson Subaru for continuing to support YOTO year after year. Check out this awesome message from our Subaru family.
Hey, good morning, everybody at YOTO. This is Rocky DiCristofano. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you guys. This has been quite the year, obviously, with COVID-19 and a challenge for all of us. And like we said earlier in the year, when we did our first Zoom, we were incredibly excited about the opportunity to still be able to support YOTO and support all of you. And we appreciate all the hard work you're doing in the community. And just know that we're still here this year when the Share the Love event comes up to support you 100%. Hopefully have the best year ever. So congratulations on hanging in there this year. We wish you nothing but the best of luck, and know that Tucson Subaru and your extended Subaru family is here to support you again.
Subaru is incredible, and I'm so glad you called them our Subaru family, because that's what we really try to do here at YOTO. We try to build a family to support our students. In fact, that's why today's lunch is called Family Sticks Together, because over the past year, our students have experienced even greater challenges than usual. During COVID, we saw an increase in requests for urgent financial support for things like rent, transportation, and healthcare costs. At the same time, we saw a huge spike in needs for basic items like food, clothing, and hygiene supplies. Every donation that comes in through our doors helps us meet these needs for our students. And thankfully, because we have such great supporters, we've been able to meet those needs during COVID. You can help us with our COVID response by making a donation right now at YOTO.org. And don't forget, your donation will be matched dollar for dollar.
These donations make a huge difference, but sometimes just knowing that an adult cares about a young person can go a long way and help them remain in school. So I remember when I was in Youth on Their Own, I looked forward to receiving my monthly stipend, but also attached with that was a nice little note from a liaison or a Youth on Their Own volunteer. These notes made me feel important and cared about, especially when they came from my liaison, because she would put something super specific about me or just simply check in on my semester, and they would really appreciate it. So we just want to give you a chance to make a Youth on Their Own student feel special, and your activity kit is a blank stipend note for you to fill out and send back to us. If you don't have an activity kit, no worries. You can use any strip of paper that you have lying around at home. Here's a video from one of our Youth on Their Own amazing volunteers to show you how to make these notes really, really pop.
Hi, my name is Judy Davis, a YOTO volunteer. Today, I'm here offering you suggestions on how you are able to spend some meaningful time while assisting homeless students in Pima County through this difficult time. Before COVID-19, every month, checks would go out to students that earned good grades and attendance. Along with these checks would be one of these inspirational notes. Now, more than ever, students need encouragement as well as money. These notes don't need to be works of art, merely words from your heart. It can be a solo project, or it can be done as a family project, while doing social distancing, of course. Out of respect for our students, we would ask that you not use any political or any religious comments on the notes. When I volunteered in the mini mall, I was often overwhelmed by the gratitude of students. One young lady summed it up very well by saying, "I can't believe what everybody does for us. Thank you so much." She was not just thanking the staff and the volunteers, she was also thanking you. Lastly, please share this video with your friends and family. It will help share our mission throughout the community to help homeless youth in Pima County. And again, thank you so much for all you do. And I really look forward to seeing all those wonderful notes that you'll be creating.
That was so fun. Thank you to everyone who's writing a note for one of our students today. If you mail the note to us, I promise we will get it to a YOTO student. And I have to pause for just a moment to say, wow, we have already received so many donations that have come in during this event. We are so grateful. Thank you to everyone who's making a donation at yoto.org. And now it's time for us to draw the winner for our first gift basket. So what's in the gift basket?
So this one is really great for a movie night at home. We've got popcorn, candy, soda, and everything that you need to make a movie night a little bit extra fun. We'll post the winner's name in the comment section of our Facebook event page, and the YOTO staff will contact you directly.
All right, up next, we want to introduce you to one of YOTO's wonderful, caring, committed school liaisons. Andrea Vasquez is a social worker at Pueblo High School. So Andrea personally supports the YOTO students who attend Pueblo and helps them get connected to our services. Let's hear from Andrea and her program coordinator, Jessica.
Hi, Elizabeth. So my name is Jessica, and I'm a program coordinator, and I'm here today at Pueblo with Andrea. So what is your name, and what do you do?
My name is Andrea Vasquez Mata. I'm the school social worker here at Pueblo High School, and also this is my second year as a YOTO liaison.
Very cool. Thanks so much. So as a YOTO liaison, under normal circumstances, what do you do?
So students know to expect their monthly checks each month, so that keeps us really busy because we always check in for students' attendance, their grades, and things like that. So if a teacher also has a concern with the student, they would let me know. I'd check in just to make sure everything's good at home and at school. Students also know that they can request the gift cards, so students would come in to my office. I would help them if they had to do a mini mall request for like food, hygiene items, those kinds of things. I would help them request all that. And then we also had, before COVID, we had people from YOTO volunteer and come and drop off whether it was the checks or the mini mall requests, so students knew to expect those things on Wednesdays. So it was just really nice because students had something to look forward to. So there was a lot of in-person involvement before COVID. So things just have changed now, but YOTO still has been there to support our students.
So Andrea, what do you like about being a YOTO liaison, and why did you choose to do it?
So I really like YOTO, and I truly believe in YOTO's mission to make sure that we're supporting students in high school to make sure they graduate, because I think that's our ultimate goal, to have students graduate, whether they're in YOTO or not in YOTO. And it's just really nice to have that support from YOTO to make sure that whether it's the monthly checks or all the things they can request for the mini mall. So it's just awesome to be that support to students. I also feel that I can be an advocate and mentor to students just because often they just need a ton of support, a ton of guidance, and I can be there for them. So it's just really awesome to know that the students can count on me if they need, whether it's for YOTO, for their classes, if they need anything else, I can help them with that.
So how have things changed since COVID, and what challenges have you been facing?
So when the school first closed, when COVID first started, it was really challenging to get a hold of students just because often YOTO students move from home to home. They might not have an active cell phone service, so it was just kind of hard to get a hold of them. So we went through a lot to make sure that the students were safe, they had a computer, internet, so that was all a challenge to make sure they had what they needed. And I know YOTO also provided some computers for students, so that was very helpful. Some other challenges I think have also been with the social emotional piece, like students miss their friends, they miss being here at school, and just making sure we were supporting them in that sense too was challenging because they're not in person with us. Everything's so different when you're on camera. So it's just been really challenging, I think, for everyone. But I know that you and other YOTO staff have supported us throughout the way, so that's been really helpful.
So Andrea, do you think that there could be any positive results that come from our community going through this together, and what can they be, or what are they?
So I think these have been really challenging times for everyone because this happened unexpectedly, and I think things just kind of got worse throughout the months. But I do think we have been able to cherish each other more and just respect each other more, because it has brought us, even though we have like the social distancing, it has also brought us together more, where we just value each other more, value our family more. So it's just a matter of kind of seeing it on the positive side, where we can spend more time with people at our home. And maybe for students who are in YOTO, they might not have that support at home, but us and school staff, we can be there for students even though we're not there in person for them. So I think that would be some of the positive changes.
So do you have a message for our current YOTO students and our potential YOTO students?
So if you're a YOTO student and you're watching this, or if you're considering to maybe reach out to YOTO and see if you can apply, know that we're really proud of you for just showing up to school every day, even though we're on Zoom most of the time. You still show up to class, even though you've been through a lot in your life, and we're here to support you. And sometimes it's hard to share your personal stories or how you grew up, but know that this is a safe place where you can share, and we can support you in many different ways. So just know that for us, it makes us feel really happy when we see you guys just do well in school, do well in your life, and we're gonna be there every step of the way to make sure we're supporting you the best that we can.
So Andrea, do you have a message for other YOTO family members and supporters?
For everyone who's watching this, I want to thank you for being part of this event. Even though it's a virtual event, it's very different, but you're still here with us. And it means a lot, not just to myself or to YOTO, but mainly for our students. And know that I get to see firsthand how your contributions make YOTO possible and the many things that YOTO is able to provide to students. I'd like to share an experience that I had this last school year with our graduating class. We had 26 YOTO seniors, and all of the 26 students graduated. We didn't have a graduation ceremony, but we did have a graduation parade out in the parking lot, and we made sure to follow all precautions regarding COVID. It was just so wonderful and amazing to see our YOTO students in their cap and gowns that YOTO provided for them, and just see how happy they were, and to know that YOTO and myself were part of their journey. It's just something really special, and I know that the students are grateful for that. And many of them are in college now. Some of them are working, but YOTO also helped them plan for that, and I think that's something that goes a long way. So I get to see that every day. Every day that I work with students, I get to see how much YOTO supports them, whether it's also the minimal items, the monthly checks, all the great stuff that YOTO provides. It really helps students, so I want to thank you for that.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Hune, and I recently graduated from Tucson High, class of 2020. The reason why I ended up in YOTO was because of one specific incident that happened in class my junior year. And that year especially was really tough for me because my dad had just moved out and left to a different state. I didn't even know of YOTO, and then everything that happened that one day, it was such a bad day, but it was a day that kind of just changed my life forever. I had a breakdown in class, and then I had the support of my teacher, and he instantly brought me down to our school liaison, who is Miss Bonnie Neller. And I will never forget this because she did the most for me, and I appreciate her so much. So she introduced me to YOTO and heard everything that I had to say and said that the program was an amazing program that would help keep me on track. And I did still work just to like help around with like the bills and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like YOTO did really help me because I wouldn't have been able to do like half the things that I did. The YOTO like stipend forms definitely helped me stay in school because it kept me motivated. It made me want to stay on top of my grades, especially with my attendance, getting the little motivational notes. Because I would be in class, and either if I was feeling down, I would look at that note and it would make me feel better because it was kind and it was heartfelt. It was definitely a big motivator, but also helped me a lot financially. Whenever I came to YOTO, it was such a welcoming place. I never felt judged, or I never felt like I wasn't welcome here. It felt like an actual like home. The amount of people that did care was like unbelievable to me because YOTO is a very good program, and like I don't know where I would be if I wasn't in the program. Seeing the stars around town make me feel so happy because it means more kids are getting the recognition that they want, that they need, because it's really tough being a high school student trying to figure out your life on your own. So having a program like YOTO, being there, supporting you emotionally, mentally, all of that is amazing, and everyone who needs the help should take advantage of it. I'm currently at the University of Arizona. I still know what I want to do, and I'm very level-headed with where I want to go. So even if we're going through a little bump in the road right now, I just know that everyone can get through it.
So I know from personal experience, the Youth on Their Own liaisons are super critical. That's how a lot of us learn about Youth on Their Own in general, but also all the resources and programs that they have to offer. YOTO liaisons, you're our heroes.
I couldn't agree more. And you know, there's so many different kinds of heroes that are part of the YOTO family, including the undeniable heroes who are serving in the military and taking time out of their day to volunteer for Youth on Their Own. Not only do our friends at Davis Monthan Air Force Base show up for YOTO, they show up big. That's why they were named our Volunteer Group of the Year for 2020. Check this out and you'll see why too.
Youth on Their Own to me means hope. There are so many kids out there that don't have what other kids have, and the fact that people take the time to invest in them. Kids to me are the most innocent souls. They need guidance, they need support, and the fact that Youth on Their Own gives them that really is just a fighting chance for them to see that there are good people in the world and that people do care about them. and that you're not alone. That's the biggest thing, is knowing that you're not alone and that somebody does care about you. Even if I don't know you, I care about you and you matter.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible.
I know, they really go above and beyond for YOTO. And you know who else does? Our sponsors. When we had to make this event virtual, we weren't really sure if the companies who typically support us would still want to be involved, but they really had our back and they stuck with us. We're so grateful.
So here are some local businesses that made today's event possible.
Okay, we're about to draw another gift basket winner, and this one has 4 bottles of wine, so I know you're gonna wanna get in on this. You still have a few moments, so head on over to yoto.org and make a donation. Your name will be entered into the drawing for this gift basket. And don't forget, every donation made today is matched dollar for dollar up to $10,000. So go in there, make your donation. We'll do the drawing and then we're gonna post the winner's name on our Facebook event page, and we'll also reach out to you directly if you win.
Hey Elizabeth, while people are still making their donations, I was kind of wondering, is it time for that big surprise yet?
Oh, thank you. No, it isn't. I'm so glad you're excited, but we have to wait a little bit longer. The surprise is still coming.
No worries, no worries. Well, in the meantime, should we try another activity from our activity kit?
Yes, good idea.
All right, folks, time to tell us why you're a member of our YOTO family. If you have an activity kit, go ahead and grab your scissors and cut out a little note card that says, I'm a member of the YOTO family because. If you don't have an activity kit, it's okay, no worries. You can use any piece of paper that you have at home. Take a minute to write down why you're a member of the YOTO family. Then, take a picture of that note and post it to YOTO's fall event page on Facebook. We'd love to see all of your smiling faces and learn why you're a part of the YOTO family.
This is great. I can't wait to see what everyone posts on our Facebook page. So please do your cards and post them up there. You know what, I think now it's time to hear from one of our students again, because it's really best to hear from our students in their own words. So let's hear from one now.
My name is Gabriela. I graduated from Flowing Wells High School the year of 2020. I ended up on my own because I lost my mother when I was 9 and I don't know anything about my dad. What brought me to the program was not being able to pay for my stuff and just being alone and not finding a way to communicate with someone, like my problems or how to get out of my comfort zone. I found out about YOTO from a friend. She told me that they helped her get like school stuff because she would look at me all stressful because she's like, Gabriela, you're not into dance, you're not into activities, do it. And I'm like, I can't do it because I don't have someone to help me. She's like, why don't you just try YOTO? And I'm like, what is that? Oh, the environment felt awesome. I loved it. Everyone would be like, good morning, how are you? And I'll answer back. Like, everyone's very, very supportive, and I love the way everyone expresses themselves when they see someone coming in or someone new. I really love that. The stipend helped me more with getting into activities and paying for like costumes because I was a dancer. it's hip hop dancing. And then we do a little combo of ballet and all that stuff, but it's mostly hip hop. Then I paid for that, got everything done, and then I got into a state, and then I won state championship. Our school did, we got first place. Every time you would receive something from YOTO, there was a message that came from all the volunteers saying that you got this. It really, really, really helps knowing that this community or all the family support or YOTO family is gonna be there as long as you need them, and I'll be there as long as you need me. It feels very, very awesome graduating, knowing that like you did one accomplishment in life and you've reached another and another. And I'm working as well. I'm working at Catalina Post-Acute Care. I've been working there for 3 months now as a certified nursing assistant, and I love it. It's something that goes with me. It's helping others. You see them smile. You make their day because you're there with them all the time. You see them grow, you see them strengthen their weaknesses, and that makes you even stronger because you get to go support them, just like YOTO supports us.
I just love hearing the amazing, inspiring stories from our YOTO students. And Jesus, I also want to thank you for being part of the YOTO family and sharing your story with us.
No problem, Elizabeth. I'm super grateful to be a part of the YOTO family and just to simply have the opportunity to connect with so many individuals around the community and folks that support young people like myself. So thank you so much.
You're so inspiring, Jesus. Thank you. And you know what else is really inspiring? Our big, huge surprise announcement. And it's time. Are you ready?
Heck yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go live to our friends at Bank of America.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Hello, I'm Adriana Congromero, Market President for Bank of America in Tucson. Elizabeth, thanks to you and your team at Youth on Their Own for working to ensure youth in our community achieve success. I am excited to be here today to tell everyone about our Neighborhood Champion program that was established in Tucson last year. The program focuses on advancing nonprofit leadership in conjunction with flexible grant funding that enables nonprofits to plan strategically for growth and sustainability. Through the program, we award one Tucson nonprofit with $50,000 in grant support and opportunities to engage in virtual leadership training over the course of 2 years. Elizabeth, as you know, it is an invitation-only program for organizations that are poised to take their work to the next level and continue to deliver meaningful results. The collaborative selection process has concluded, and I am excited to announce that Youth on Their Own has been chosen as the 2020 Tucson Bank of America Neighborhood Champion. We are excited to work with you and your team over the course of the next 2 years. Congratulations, Youth on Their Own, and thank you for all that you do to serve our youth and the Tucson community.
Oh my gosh, I am practically speechless. It is an incredible honor to be selected as the Neighborhood Champion from Bank of America, and this is a huge investment that will help our students.
Wow, this is incredible. Thank you so much for being a part of our YOTO family, and I hope that we can one day live up to the honor of being a Neighborhood Champion, because it's kind of a big deal.
It really is. We're so excited. Thank you to Bank of America and to all of the other supporters that help make our program possible. And now one of our special YOTO family members has a message for you.
Hi, I'm Jay Pesco, and it's my honor to serve as the president of YOTO Board of Directors. While this year has been challenging for all of us, our students are feeling it even more so, because they don't have parents they can go to for emotional support or just to help pay in their bills, their rent, electric, the internet, or just buying food and hygiene products. YOTO is their family. And thanks to all of you who are able to provide them with the financial and emotional support they need to get through this difficult time. Today, you've heard from a few of our graduates about the ways that YOTO made a big difference in their lives. Right now, I'm asking for your help. Please support this year's group of YOTO students reach their goal of high school graduation. Some of us have been luckier than others this year. If you're like me, you have a little extra to help our kids this is your chance. As you've heard, we have a generous $10,000 match for all the gifts we received today. Your donation can go twice as far. So please, help us take full advantage of this match by making your gift right now at YOTO.org. On behalf of everyone at Youth on Their Own, I'd like to thank you for your generosity and the incredible support you provide for YOTO youth. Without your help, we couldn't have done it. Thank you and stay safe.
We are so lucky to have Jay Pesco leading our board of directors. And I want to thank all of our amazing board members, volunteers, and staff that help run YOTO. We have such a great team supporting our students. Hey, speaking of our students, do you happen to know what our YOTO graduation rate was last year, Jesus?
Well, I know that in Arizona, the average graduation rate is about 78%, and I know that it's difficult for students in the YOTO program to graduate, but we have a lot of resources to help them. So I'd guess around like 80%, 82%.
Oh, you're so close. Actually, last year's graduation rate was 84%.
That's awesome.
I know, amazing.
But Elizabeth, why are we in YOTO's donating processing room right now?
Okay, so we wanted to give people a sneak peek of what it looks like when we process the donations for our students. This is just a small portion of the donations that we process, package, and deliver to our students, all for free.
This also feels like the perfect place to draw the winners of YOTO's travel raffle.
Absolutely, I'm so excited. And thank you for doing the honors, Jesus. So the first name you're gonna pull is the winner for the White Stallion Guest Ranch. This is a 2-night stay at this beautiful award-winning ranch in Tucson. It's for 2 people and it includes lodging and breakfast. So we are really, really excited. And let's see, the expiration date is January 15, 2023. So plenty of time to plan the visit.
Awesome.
Ready?
Let's dive into it.
Woo! Shake them up.
And the first winner we have is ticket number 42 and Margaret Iverson. Congratulations.
We're so excited!
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. The second name you're gonna draw is pretty amazing. This is for 4 season passes to the Ava Amphitheater at Casino del Sol for the upcoming season. And this is outdoor seating, so there's lots of space to spread out and do safe social distancing. This is for 4 passes, so it's a big prize.
Are y'all ready for this? Because I am.
We got our pom-poms. Yeah, mix them up.
Mix them up a bit. And our second winner is ticket number 14, Haiti Light. Congratulations.
So exciting! Okay, we're excited. This next one is the grand prize. So this is really what everyone's excited about.
Go big or go home. This is the prize.
So this prize is a $5,000 travel credit with Nancy Purdon at VIP Travel, she's a travel agent in Tucson. And you can use this travel credit all the way through 2024. So lots of time after COVID to plan a domestic trip or an international trip, anything you want, up to $5,000. Nancy is excited to work with you. This is a big prize, so let's see. Let's see.
Are y'all ready for this?
Mix these up.
And our grand finale winner is ticket number 128, Ana Gallardo. Congratulations. Awesome.
Thank you to everyone who purchased a raffle ticket. And
we appreciate you, and we are excited to announce the winners on our Facebook event page in the comment section. So stay tuned for that on Monday.
Thank you so much for being here. Bye.
For me, YOTO means that a kid gets to live a normal life, even though they don't have the best circumstances. Being there once in my life that I didn't know what was gonna happen next. Like, this gives them a little bit of a foot in the door of like, I know that I have this, I know that I have this. And they're a little bit more prepared for life, and they have these opportunities that they wouldn't have without YOTO. And it means a lot that there's an organization to help kids like this.
I am a staunch supporter of youth in our community, and YOTO does such a fantastic job.
I realized that I did have the ability to add hope and to add confidence to our kids during their journey to graduate high school.
Because of their sheer resilience to get through all the obstacles that have been placed in their way through no fault of their own.
They persevere in times of struggle and demonstrate resilience that is heartwarming and encouraging to me. I love hearing the stories, and they're always inspiring.
I believe in the virtues of education, and I believe that every child should have an equal opportunity for success.
Their positive attitude, despite the challenges that they're facing, their drive, their tenacity, and their grateful hearts.
And I am proud to be a YOTO family member because I know that high school graduation is one of your earliest milestones that you can achieve early in life.
Keep pushing, because one day it will be worth it.
I think it's so important that they stay focused to their goals. And I think another thing that is important that we need to get across to them is that we are family, and that we are here no matter what, and we will always be here. I just want to say thank you, YOTO family.
Thank you, YOTO family.
And so I say thank you, YOTO family.
Thank you, YOTO family.
Thank you!